everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Squaring off today, we have two teams who come in with identical records on the season. It's the Browns going up against the Bills. So let's send you up to Orchard Park, New York. Standing by, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, a national championship winner as a Buckeye at Ohio State, Cardale Jones.
And while his frame may imitate a defensive lineman now playing quarterback, don't get fooled at all, because when you see him throw the football, you know exactly why he's playing the position. Wide receivers love playing with this guy because he gives them a chance to go deep and catch the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the early lead. The first play from scrimmage. Some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate, and guess what? They're in the lead now.
One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And a look here at their go-to guy under center. On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A host of Bills there that time to make the stop. Let's meet the offensive starters, and let's discuss Corey Coleman, first wide receiver drafted out of last year's class.
And there was a reason for that. When you watched his tape, when you watched his games, you saw his explosiveness and ability to play the ball in the air downfield. Don't get hung up on the fact he only ran 4 routes at Baylor. Just coach him up and turn him loose.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's 3rd down. Quickly now, a look at the Buffalo defense.
Marcel Darius, year in and year out, plays at a Pro Bowl level.
So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. One. interception. This offense will get another shot at it as they quickly head back onto the field.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
They begin with a run by Crowell. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Only... drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. A first down carry now for Crowell. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards.
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Here's a give to Crowell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do, and if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude him? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll run it again with Crowell. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Couple of Bills team up to bring him down there.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can pull people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Buffalo after this. reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's first and goal. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Isaiah Crowell with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. Throwing Jones. And Wilson has it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Marquise Wilson as the first half is winding down. And the Bills have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the side. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. Second half begins with a run by Crowell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Cleveland first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Escaping the pressure right. Hard throw, incomplete. He was looking for Devin Smith that time, and it's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now 4th down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. Drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a handoff to Crowell. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll run the option left. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Oh, that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They go play action here on 1st down. Coleman has it here right side. They'll get 16 yards there. And the Browns are going to have a first down. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Pardon me, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Again, it's Crowell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. He finds Coleman. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. You're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield. Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game? And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Back to throw here. This will be caught at about the 5. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, they certainly didn't get what they wanted on that play. That means it's a big-time decision on what you call on 4th down.
Absolutely, because a field goal here doesn't do them much good. They'll go with a big bang. Crowell. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. Drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. This is Crowell. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually...
The Bills send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Offside, defense.
And now out come the Bills. Now Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So a little jumpy there defensively. Ref caught him in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense.
Let's go! Brand 38!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will tie us at 24 all. So we saw a lot of points. Overtime comes. The defenses, they clamp down.
Rather amazing, isn't it? Because
it's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score,
so the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on because right now, He has got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down? But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. But he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
But he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Offside. Defense.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go! Ryan 38!
Throwing, Jones. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones. Sometimes you get bad ones. Sometimes you get great ones. And that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime, what type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown? Or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked out all the way through that's going to give you the play we saw to win the game? Because I know everyone's thinking that was something that they just drew up. It might have been something they've been working on, and now they got the right matchup.
So for Buffalo,